My name is Thayan Hardy. Everybody calls me Miss T. I am lovingly known as Miss T. I'm fun mom. I'm the fun aunt to my community. My children are 4 in Baltimore City Public Schools. Guilford Elementary, middle school. Yeah. Simply graduating. I work with a lot of troubled students, and a lot of those students, their parents are low income. Mom's working hard, dad's working hard, and the child is not they're not receiving the attention that they need, and in some of the areas where schools could step in, there's not enough funding for schools to have basic programs to help with situations. We have a lot of schools that we have oversized classrooms. Teachers are overwhelmed. A lot are able to slide into the cracks because you have these overworked teachers and nobody's there to assist them. They don't, the classroom is too big to pay attention to all of the kids. So if the child is not specifically paying or paying attention or whatever, it tends to roll over to them that they are just failed. I was privileged enough to grow up in the county, in Charles County, and I went to some really good schools. And a lot of the things that I was privileged to in the 90s, it's 2019, and a lot of these kids don't have the basic things that I had in elementary school and middle schools. I have been working with the Baltimore Education Coalition for a few years. We've been fighting for adequate funding in schools. I've seen some positive changes. My children's school is going to be closing year after next and joining with another school. I'm hoping that everything goes as planned and the classrooms will be properly sized. The students will be getting more assistance. We'll have more community-based programs. Early childhood development, as far as schools are concerned, the earlier you start, the better the result. I would like to see Baltimore invest more in our schools. We invest so much in our police department and locking these babies up. They spent $10 million on a jail, and we had to go fight in Annapolis for $10 million for the school.
When it comes to the school to prison pipeline, we have to first evaluate how the school systems are compounding the effects that we see in the mass incarceration system.
Having that kind of stable background, they're more likely to keep going back into the system. So it starts off when they're young, with crimes around the age of 14 to 15. They'll get into prison, get out around 18, and just have this vicious cycle. And many times, a lot of the people that we spoke to have been in and out of jail easily 5 or 6 times, and it just becomes a very repetitive cycle.
My hopes for my children are that they see all the work that I do, and that they develop a passion to do the same type of work, and that they see that I'm doing this not just for my children, but for every child. I want my children to have the same type of heart that I have, and the same love of community and love of people. I want my children to, fight for the best and be the best people that they can be. So I pray that they follow in my footsteps and become social justice leaders just like their mom. So.